Good morning, otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark mask diva. Hello. Well, I'm sorry for being away so long. I needed to take a sabbatical to take care of some medical issues that I have, but I'm back. So, guess what I heard? I heard you guys like my narcissist videos. So, I can actually talk about those people a lot. I've had a lot of field experience with them. So I want to give you guys what you guys want to see. So you guys want to see me talk about narcissists. I will talk about narcissists. I will give you those videos. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to talk about something that narcissists always do. They always do this, and it's called triangulation. Every single narcissist does it. All right. Triangulation. So picture there's a triangle. All right. So at the top of the triangle up here, we've got the narcissist. Okay. So at one point over here, we've got, say this is you. Okay. At the other point over here is their affair partner. Okay. Maybe this person isn't a full-blown affair partner. This person could be somebody that they're enjoying kind of an inappropriate flirtation with. And, you know how some people just kind of flirt and joke around and stuff like that, and it's innocent, or maybe you pay somebody a compliment, or, something like that, and it's okay, and that kind of thing. Okay. With them, they're never doing it in an inappropriate manner. They're always doing it where there's some kind of element where they're betraying you. All right, so that they're never doing it in a way that is respectful to you. All right, they're always doing it in a way that is cheating on you. Okay, it's always violating the bounds of what your relationship is. And I understand that every couple has their boundaries and limits of their relationship. But I'm going to tell you one thing, no matter what, the narcissist is doing something inappropriate. They're doing something that would offend anybody in any relationship. Okay, so no matter how easygoing you are, how cool you are, how much you decide that you would allow, you can be the most relaxed, most, you could have, you can just not care if they go around giving other people compliments all the time, if they are known as a flirt, and you just kind of whatever. Okay, they're always you're going to give them an inch, and they're always going to take a mile. They're always going to do something that is beyond your comfort zone. They're always going to do something to push it further, to make it inappropriate. Okay, they're always going to do something to make it to where they're having some kind of affair, whether it be a full-blown physical affair, or whether it's simply emotional, or whether it's just something that is on some level a violation of your relationship. Okay, so they are triangulating. All right, so here is where the triangulating comes in. It's going to disturb you emotionally. All right, and the reason they are doing it is because they need constant emotional supply. Now, they are never happy, even though you are going out of your way and making yourself mentally ill, trying to give them attention. You're knocking yourself out. You're doing too much already. Okay, you're doing too much already, knocking yourself out, trying to give this person attention, whatever you do, it will never be enough. It does not matter what you do. It's never enough for them. They always want more, all right? They will always need to get it from a second source, a third source, a fourth source. They always have people on the back burner, okay? This is an individual where you'll be sitting on the couch, okay, watching television with them, doing Netflix and chill, whatever you're doing, they have to be on their phone. Of course, they're going to have the screen tilted away from you. They're going to be texting some kind of affair partner or somebody saying that it's work related, or they're going to have some kind of excuse. Okay, but they're going to be texting somebody else that they're having an inappropriate relationship with while they're sitting next to you, supposedly spending time with you. Okay, so they always have something going on that is somehow taking away from your relationship. They're never happy with what you're giving them. Okay, they always need, and this is called supply. All right, narcissists always have supply. Now, they are incapable of actually loving somebody, okay? They've never loved you. They also don't love the other person, okay? They're only self-serving. I'm not even saying they love themselves. They're simply self-serving. That is their MO. And they always need attention. They always need supply. It's like everybody is a gas pump and they're a car, okay? They always need that supply from somebody. They're always sucking the attention, and they just need constant attention. Like I said, they have to be sitting with you and texting somebody else. It's just never, it's just nothing is ever enough. Now here's when the actual triangulation, this is when that actual dynamic comes into play. And this is where your self-esteem takes a punch. And it doesn't just take a punch one time, it's taking constant punching, like you're in a fight, you're in a prize fight, and you're getting the crap beaten out of you, your feelings over and over all the time. You're always losing, okay? Because they always have to be somehow engaged with somebody else, okay? Always. So you are constantly being made to feel inadequate, all right? You're always being made to feel like you are never enough. You're always being made to feel like you're coming from a place of lack. Always. You're never good enough. You gave it your all. You gave it beyond your all. They took you away from your aging parents. They took you away from your children. They took you away from work. They took you away from yourself. You can't do self-care because of these people. They absolutely won't let you do anything. You can't take care of your pets. I mean, you don't have anything left to give anybody. Your friendships. No matter what you try to give yourself or other people, they're not letting you do that. Right? So, because they're just taking from you. You have nothing left to give yourself. You have nothing left there. Your cup is always empty. They're always taking, okay? It's like they're draining all of your life force from you. It's like they're vampires just completely sucking your blood dry, okay? They're feeding off you constantly and just making you feel like you are never enough. Never enough, all right? Now, in reality, you're more than enough, all right? You're actually too good for this person. You really are. You are the star in the relationship. You don't realize it, but you are. You're the star in the relationship. This is why they came after you, all right? And here's the thing. On my show, we don't have victims. So I don't want you to come watch my show and sit here and feel sorry for yourself because we don't have victims on my show. That's not what my show is about. We don't sit around and complain about narcissists and have victims and that kind of thing, all right? We empower ourselves on the show. So the first thing we want to do on the show is realize that there was something broken in us, and that's why they picked us in the first place, all right? But please know, before I talk about that you are wonderful, you are amazing, you're a star. That's why they chose you in the first place. But your problem was your defenses were down, okay? Your self-esteem is not what it needs to be, all right? You're a wonderful, amazing person, but your self-esteem is not high enough. And your boundaries are not high enough, all right? Somewhere you did not learn the boundaries that you needed to learn, and you did not realize what a wonderful person you are. All right, that's why they chose you, because you don't know your own worth. Okay, so you need to realize your own worth. Okay, and I know they've been beating down your self-esteem this whole time. So you need to find your own worth. You need to find the strength to get away, because that's the only way you're going to win, is to get away from them. And you need to get your kids away from them, because what's happening is your kids are being destroyed watching their parent being abused by this narcissist. I will tell you that is the absolute truth. You're modeling poor behavior. Your kids see what's going on. You think they don't. They do. Trust and believe they do. Okay, I grew up in a house with a narcissist. I watched this behavior being modeled, and it took me a long time in my adult life before I figured out what was normal. Okay, it took me a long time to find my own inner strength, to figure out what was normal, and to have a normal relationship myself, and to become strong. It took me absolute decades. Okay, so you don't want your kids to end up like me. I'm just going to tell you that right now, okay? Seriously, if you don't get out for yourself, get out for your kids. And your narcissist is going to mess with your kids' heads. You don't want that, all right? Love your kids more than this. If you don't love yourself, love your kids, okay? So let's go through this again. They're going to make you come from a place of lack constantly. All right? And they're messing with your mind, because this isn't reality, but they're always going to make you feel like you're not good enough. So, never good enough. They're going to make you feel inadequate, all right? And this is a mind trip, because it's the furthest thing from the truth. Right? Okay? You are wonderful, and you're actually too good for them. All right? So, they're always going to be messing with your head. They're always going to be triangulating, okay? There's always going to be at least one other person in the mix. And for that, and it's like their third party involvement is like a cockroach. You know how you see one, there's a million in the walls? That's what it's like with a narcissist. You catch them with that one person, there's always a bunch of them you didn't catch them with. They always have a bunch of people you don't know about. All right, from whoever you don't catch them with, there's a bunch of secrets they were able to keep. There's a bunch of things you didn't catch them doing. They did a bunch of dirt before you finally caught them. They did okay, you know how, there's that one partner that goes and hides in the bathroom? Well, in normal relationships, they go hide in the bathroom because they're hiding from the kids and they're hiding from another partner who nags. Okay. These narcissists go hide in the bathroom because they're taking pictures of their private parts and sending them to their affair partners. Okay, that's what they're doing in there. They're messing around with other people. That's why they're hiding in the bathroom or hiding in another room. Okay, they're not hiding just to kind of get away from obnoxious family members. No, they're hiding in there because they're doing something wrong. All right, you're afraid to give them any space. When you're with a narcissist, you are constantly paranoid they're cheating on you. You know why? Because they are. This is called triangulating. Here's another thing they do. It's called monkey branching. Okay? What they do is they will pick a fight with you so they can go get away because they're mad, so they can go mess around with the other person. And then they pick a fight with that person so they can come back to you. So they can swing back and forth on a branch like a monkey. Monkey branching, all right? So they do that so they can switch supplies. So they don't burn the supplies out. It's like, okay, I'm going to get this person mad so I can come back to this person, suck them dry until they're sick of me, and then I'm going to go back to this person. Just so they can have a little variety, because narcissists are constantly bored. They're constantly bored. They have the maturity of a 7-year-old. So have you ever been like, are you a parent? You know your 7-year-old is constantly bored. Mom, I need something to do. And you're trying to put them in front of the TV. You're trying to give them some kind of handheld device. You're trying to give them something to do. You're trying to take them somewhere. You're trying to, go to McDonald's. You're trying to do something. You're trying to find them something to do because they're constantly bored. Because that's where their prefrontal cortex is at. All right, they need constant stimulation. All right, a narcissist is even worse than a 7-year-old. I can't even say they're a 7-year-old. They're constantly bored. They constantly need stimulation. It's always your fault. And you're always, but I mean, they have a sex drive of an adult, and they are always cheating. It always turns into sex. All right, and they give you diseases, and it's the consequences can be extremely serious. Another thing they're doing with the monkey branching, I mean, they could be having some full-blown affair with somebody. They're draining your bank account to finance the affair with the other person. They're using you to afford the lifestyle with the other person. Okay, that's another thing they're doing. That's another way they make you feel worthless. All right, they make you feel like second best to that other person. They are always making you feel like you're not as good as the other person. And let me tell you, you're actually better than the other person. And I hate to say that people are better than other people, but what happens with the narcissist, all right, they have to keep going from supply to supply because they do this thing where they're with one supply, but then they go through a phase where they devalue you, all right, and then they discard you, and then they move on to somebody else. All right, every time they move on to a new supply, they have to downgrade. All right, so you were actually the better supply. You were actually the better person than the next person they moved on to. Did you know that? So you were actually the better person. The person they discarded you from is like inferior to you. And I hate to use words like that. I'm sounding really mean right now. But you're actually the better supply. You did more for them. You have more going for you. Okay? You're a better person than them. They're downgrading. What's going to happen is it's going to occur to them that they had it better with you. Or that you were better looking, smarter, more talented. Maybe you made more money. Maybe you were a better parent. There's something that was intrinsically better about you than the new person they moved on to, but they're not going to realize it until later. They will never admit it to you. They will never admit it to anybody. Okay, but whatever they're going to do to that new person, they're going to make that new person feel just as worthless as they made you feel, and then they're going to discard that person for somebody who is less valuable than that person. Because that's what they do. They're a narcissist, okay? Some people stay with the same narcissist for like 30 years. Okay? Usually not. Usually people just can't stand their nonsense, and they get rid of them after a few years because most people just can't stomach it for that long. But some people, our self-esteem is so mashed down and destroyed that they can't stay with them for that long. They can't stomach them for that long. But some narcissists get their hooks in you, okay, and they hold you down and they keep you down and they oppress you, and you stay with that person for like 30 years and you don't want to leave. All right, here's the thing. You need to take accountability for your role for being in this relationship. All right, you need to realize that there was something wrong with your self-esteem at the time that they found you. All right, that they duped you into getting into that relationship. What they did was they love bombed you, but then when the abusive part of the relationship came, and then they love bombed you again, you stayed in the relationship. And then they started in, with their cheating and their triangulation and all this stuff. You knew what they did, and you still stayed with them. Okay, so you need to take accountability for staying with them, knowing that they do that. All right, so you need to be an adult, and you need to say, you know what, enough of this. I need to save myself. I need to get away. You need to put money aside that they don't know about. Always have money aside that people don't know about. That's an adult living skill, all right? You have money that people don't know about, okay? You put it aside. You need to be good with money if you're an adult. That's part of being an adult. You need to have money they don't know about, all right? Because they want to drain your money. Financial abuse is part of what a narcissist does to you. So you need to have money they don't know about. You need to put it aside so you can get away. You need a getaway plan so you can just get away from them. The only thing to win, the only way to win with a narcissist is to get away from them. If you co-parent with a narcissist, you need to gray rock them, okay? You need to do whatever you can not to engage in arguments with them. You need to do whatever you can just to give one-word answers. You need to have a flat affect. Yeah. All right, see you later. Okay, yeah, good to see you too. All right. Okay, I'll pick the kids up at 5. See you then. I know you're like, whoa, you just got like, you pulled a scary face on us just now. That's what you got to do. You can't show emotions, all right? You can't like act like a human being around them, dude. They are not human. They are not, okay? So you got to just, you're not dealing with a normal person, all right? You're dealing with a sociopath. Straight up, they don't deserve human emotions. In fact, you're putting yourself out there. You're putting pearls before the swine if you show them human emotion. All right, you're hurting yourself. You're being dumb. Okay, so you need to stop doing that. You need to make sure your kids are spending at least the least amount of time with them, and that there's maybe a safe adult around them the whole time. Like maybe a grandparent or something. Just you don't want their influence as much as possible. All right. You want to see if you can get sole custody. All right. They are a bad influence on children. They are very toxic, okay? They go around ruining everybody's self-esteem. All right, look what they did to you. Look how screwed up you are because of them. Own it. You're screwed up because of them. They messed with you, okay? It's going to take a while before you can start to think like a normal person again, before you can start to like yourself again. And start to feel like yourself again, okay? It's going to take a while. You're going to probably have to go to therapy. You're probably reading a bunch of books, watching videos like mine, but you are a wonderful, powerful person who's capable of healing. You're better than them already. You are the one with all the power. You just don't know it. You just got to take responsibility and decide you're not a victim, okay? But you have to take steps to get away from it. You have to be intelligent here. They are the ones screwing with you. And you're letting them. Okay, but that triangulation stuff, they are playing a game with you and you're allowing it, all right? But that's what they do with the triangulation. They're keeping you in a place of lack. That's where they're keeping you. All right, and trust and believe they are doing it intentionally. They're doing it for their own gain, and they're doing it intentionally. They're doing it to hurt you. They want to hurt you. Make no mistake about it. All right. So, I don't want to spend any more time on this, but I'm sure I will mention it in other narcissist videos because this is something they all do. Not a single one of them leaves this out. All right. This is... This isn't something that any of them skip. This is a feature in every single NPD case. All right, they all do it. There's not a single narcissist that isn't constantly cheating. There isn't a single narcissist that isn't always trying to assault your self-esteem. All right, there isn't someone who's a narcissist who isn't trying to make you feel bad about yourself all the time. Okay, so this has been Queen Juliana, your Dark Mass Diva, and I will see you in the next content. I'm so glad you watched me. Thank you so much for your time, and I love you all.